There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Well, hello, Bobcats fans. So we're in a kind of a weird area. Kind of fits for the season this year, but game has already started, and we're actually well into the second quarter, nearly halfway through the second quarter. This is Kevin Gerber with Bobcat Football alongside my son today. He joined me today to be your cameraman, so Canyon Gerber with me. And again, my apologies. Just some miscommunication and my fault on not seeing a different time on the game time. So it started at 1, and I was under the belief it started at 2, so I apologize for that. But anyways, with that being said, we are up and going now. The score is 0-0, kind of a back and forth game. Both teams moving the ball up and down the field, but no one able to get quite to the end zone. No scores yet, so again, multiple turnovers on downs from what we've seen so far. Some good plays here on both sides of the field, but like I said, there, a few weeks ago, Kevin Simpson and I talked about games being played between the 30s, and today they're being played closer between the 10s. They're just getting down, back and forth, and then turnovers on downs. No one's punted the ball yet that we've seen, but Bobcats now have the football, 1st and 10 from their 7-yard line. And we have 7 minutes. Pass over here to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty is going to be taken down, fumble, but Zane Stam able to get on it. And again, apologize. We have a little bit of a viewing issue here too, with camera not able to see the near side of the field here all the way. But again, my apologies for not being on right away. There was a holding call on that play, and or an illegal formation, and so it'll be a 5-yard penalty on them. So it'll bring up a 1st and 15 from their own 6-yard line. So again, thanks to those of you that are tuned in to 101.7 KDNO, and those of you streaming on YouTube today. On the WYO Today page. Appreciate you spending some time with us this afternoon. Again, fumble here. Armani Duke's able to get on it, though, and get it down. We're going to adjust the camera here a little bit and see if we can't maybe get a little bit more of the field. Let's see here. Again, we'll go here.
2nd down and 16.
Have to go a little bit through the window, but I think that'll be all right. You can tilt it up. There we go. All right. So we'll do that and maybe have to move back and forth a little bit here with the camera, just so we have a window in the middle. Pass from the end zone goes into the ground as he attempted to get it to Ryan Aarons. Pass is not completed, but did avoid getting sacked in the end zone, so avoided the safety. So good play there. So 3rd and 15 for the Bobcats. And again, Kevin Simpson enjoying the nice warm temperatures of Arizona right now, as he is going to a friend's wedding down in Arizona, so he's unable to join me today. But like I said, my son Canyon, who's a senior this year, is joining me to be on the camera crew, so appreciate him spending some time with us. The Bobcats getting ready to get into a long weekend, so looks like Bobcats are going to take a timeout. We're going to get kind of some things situated as well, so we'll get a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here after the timeout. Bobcats getting hustled out of their timeout here and getting play call in. Coach Bowker had a talk with him during that timeout. There's 6:15 left here in the second quarter in this first half. Again, won't have a lot of stats for you in this game due to the fact that we were behind. Oh, a toss there by Monty to Ryan Ahrens as he was getting tackled. One of those that when he's doing it, you're kind of like, what are you doing? And then it works out, and Ryan Ahrens gets it and is able to gain, looks like he gained about 10 yards on the play. So a good positive play. It is fourth and 5 on the here, 4th and 6. So looks like Zach Casey's going to step back for the punt for the Bobcats. And then punt is in the air and gets down to the 45-yard line. Good run here by Jack Dayton as he gets it down. Has a return of about 9 yards on that, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cokeville. And I'm sure you'll be able to hear some over the intercom as well as we're going through this. So again, a little little flustered as we kind of had to hustle up here, get everything hooked up, and hope that everything's going okay with sound. So we're going to move forward. Handoff does go to Jack Dayton, and he'll run up the middle. Looks like for a gain of about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7 with just over 5 minutes left here in the first half. Again, like I said before, we kind of had everything set up to do the stats and things, and unfortunately, just with the delay in us getting up here and getting started, we're not going to be able to be up to date on those, but we'll do our best to see where we're at here at halftime. Fake handoff here from Kason Walker. Kason Walker going to throw it down, and had a step there on from his wide receiver. And Flint Linford was the intended receiver. He did have a step on Del Dukes, but just a little bit too much on the pass and out of the hands of Linford. So it will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Cokeville Panthers here. Again, this is Bobcats' second to last game, both on the road here to end the season. Pretty important games for the Bobcats. They're going to really need to win both games in order to maybe have a chance at some playoffs. So it's like the quarterback here, Kason Walker, is going to hang on to the ball in a quarterback keep, and he's going to gain a few yards on that one, but it is going to bring up 4th down. So be 4th and 4 for the Panthers, and Bobcats going to need a big stop again. Their big play so far this season has come from the defensive side of the ball. They've been pretty strong with that. Handoff from Kason Walker to Jack Dayton. Jack Dayton's going to get up, and it looks like he's going to have just enough. Looks like just a yard over, gain of 5, so he is going to get a 1st down. So 1st down there for the Panthers. This is my first trip to Cokeville, so it's kind of cool to field here lined with a number of cars from the local patrons. And fumble on the ground there, and looks like Cheatham had a chance at getting it. Anthony did, and just missed it. couple punches to the ground there after Anthony's not able to get it, but that'll bring up loss of 1, so 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats, or for the Panthers. Again, Bobcats defense has been holding pretty strong. Last week against Lyman, faltered a little bit and gave up their most points they'd given up for the season. Micah Peterson with the carry there has a gain of 2 yards on that play, so it's going to bring up a long 3rd and 9 for the Cokeville Panthers. Again, Bobcats getting calls here from the sidelines from coaches on the defense. Bobcats doing a good job. I see Chris Aaron's back in the lineup as well. Good to see him, as he missed a few games this season, off and on, but back in there. Into motion goes Jack Dayton. And looks like we're going to get a holding call there on the Panthers. Zane Stam nearly getting a sack, but it looked like he's looking at his coaches and said he grabbed face mask. He's pretty disappointed himself, so it looks like maybe they're going to call a face mask on that. Should be a 15-yard penalty, and sure enough, that's what it is. So yeah, Zane in there trying to get a sack, and as his hands came in, caught the face mask and pulled that down. So that's going to be an automatic first down and a gain of 15. Well, 15 on top of the run. So the run, I think, gained 3 or 4 yards, and then an additional 15 after that. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Cokeville can still get a first down at about the 2-yard line. Handoff here to Dayton. Dayton's going to run up the middle. Good tackle there by Zane Stam again. Armani Duke's in there as well, and Dayton runs it up, gets a 2-yard gain on that, so it'll be 2nd and 8. So yeah, with the way the weather was in Wyoming yesterday, it's a pretty nice day today. A little bit of coolness, but what we expect this time of year. Handoff goes to Dayton again off the left-hand side. He's going to run up the middle. Oh, he's just going to run right over Zach Casey. Zach Casey tried to meet him at the goal line, and that's going to be a touchdown by Jack Dayton as he gets in there, and tough run there for him and kind of finished it off. Zach Casey kind of standing in place, hoping to tackle him, and well, Canyon kind of honestly got trucked there at the goal line as he got ran over, but he did doing a good attempt to try to get over that. So a couple of line changes here quick as they're getting set up to run a extra point here. Looks like Dayton's going to be their extra point kicker as well. Lined up to kick the extra point. They're going to be offsides on Del Dukes, as he was really wanting to get in there and get a block. So it'll be an encroachment on Del Dukes. So that might change the play here. Looks like as so they'll move half distance to the goal here on that, and because of that, looks like they'll go for the 2-point conversion now instead of the extra point. And then looks like there's going to be a penalty for too many on the field for Cokeville. And if I remember correctly, it's just the fact that they huddled up, and then all 12 guys were in the huddle, which then caused the penalty there. Coach tried to call the timeout, but it was after the huddle had happened, so unfortunately not able to happen there. And then so Cokeville back to the original extra point here. Extra point try by Dayton. Has Kason Walker as the holder as he gets lined up here for the extra point. That does bring it 6-0, Cokeville over the Bobcats. Kick is up and is good right through the middle, so that will, extra point being good, that'll make the score 7-0. Just over 2 minutes left. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here after the score and the extra point good for the Cokeville Panthers. So just 2:05 left here in the first half. Bobcats set to receive the kickoff here. And again, hoping that our screen is okay. We have just a little bit of a setup here where the middle of the window will be there, so we'll move the camera around if we need to, if we get on one end or the other, where that gets in the way. But for right now, I think it'll work out just fine. As Jack Dayton also set to kick off, so a lot of duties there for Jack Dayton as he sets to kick off and is also the running back, so kind of accounts for all 7 of their points right now. You'll notice the pink tape on all the players' shoes for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, being in October. Kick is high, goes to Del Dukes. Del Dukes is going to catch it at about the 5-yard line. He's going to turn upfield. He's going to make it here now to the 40-yard line. Breaks a couple tackles, and then looks like he gets wrapped up. Almost broke through that tackle there as Andrew Jackman tried to tackle him down to the ground. Almost broke through that tackle and broke free, but a good run back. Got it about his own 5 and ran it all the way up to the 40, so a 35-yard, 36-yard return for Del Dukes on that. So again, setting Bobcats up for a good starting position here. I'd like to see some positive yardage for the Bobcats here now on offense. Monty Dukes in the shotgun has Zane Stam and Ryan Aarons to the side. Looks like maybe a broken play there as he was looking to pitch the ball to Zane Stam. Zane not ready for the ball. And Ryan Aarons was kind of looking for the handoff as well. So not sure if that was a broken play or what happened there. So Will Cole checks into the ball game also. I know I heard his name called a few times as well. So
2nd down and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10 here for Bobcats. Did gain maybe about half a yard on that play. Monty with Zane Stam in the backfield. Look to pass. He's going to throw it up in the air. Does have Will Cole, but too far. Will gets his hand up, but probably about 2 yards too far.
Intended for Cole.
Again, those passes kind of tend to be ones that look like they're being thrown to a spot, and receiver just needs to try to get there as quick as possible. Maybe got hit there at the line of scrimmage. Will did. And so it looks like Bobcats are going to get a timeout here with 1:17 left. We're going to take a quick break and a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, and we're back after the timeout. Monty Dukes in the shotgun, has Zane Stam in the background, has 2 receivers to the right. Ryan Aarons, bad handoff there. Ryan Aarons goes in motion, and as he comes in the middle, kind of took off running before he got his hands on the ball. It's kind of a mix between a handoff and a pitch, and unfortunately, ball just never got it really into Ryan's hands very good, and ends up on the ground and is picked up by Cokeville. So Cokeville will take over on the Bobcats' 42-yard line. They're going to probably look to get a score here real fast, and sure enough, they throw it deep into the air, wide open is Kason Walker, and he's going to go in. I apologize, that's Jack Dayton, but Kason Walker throws it to him. One play in, 42-yard touchdown, and in about 6 seconds after the turnover, Cokeville comes out, which very often teams want to do when they get a quick turnover like that after they've scored. They want to turn around and try to get the ball up in the air and get a quick score, and that's exactly what they did. So with just a minute gone by since the last time they were in the end zone. Cokeville is now 13, Bobcats 0. And they'll be set for the extra point here. And looks like it will be Dayton back for the kickoff again, or for the extra point. Kick is up and is good, so that will make it 14-0 Cokeville Panthers over the Bobcats. We're going to take a quick break from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
All right, we're back here as Jack Dayton, kind of the man of all trades, receiver also. He is set to kick off. He's going to kind of pooch kick it here. It's going to get into the hands of Yarrington. Yarrington's going to run backwards a little bit, gets wrapped up, and maybe a loss of about a yard from where he picked the ball up. So it'll be Bobcats ball on the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. So with under a minute here, 58 seconds left, Bobcats going to need to do something big here. Maybe look for some big plays. We'll have to see what they're looking to do. Might spread it out here for a few plays to see if Monty can get some air under the ball, get a couple big plays. They did, while we were setting up, they did have one big pass play down to from Monty Dukes to Del Dukes. It kind of went up for a jump ball. Big reception there. Monty set to take the snap. Ryan Aarons goes in motion, gonna hand off, and another fumble there by Zane Stam. And man, right now in the middle of these handoffs, I don't know if the little bit of coolness is what's, I don't know if that's what's causing the issue here on the handoffs, or not expecting the release. I don't know if they're option plays, but right now, Bobcats struggling to hang on to the ball. So back-to-back plays for Bobcats result in fumbles, one by Ryan Aarons and the other one just now by Zane Stam. So again, Panthers take over. Kason Walker with it, looks to pass again, rolls to the right, little jump pass there to Andrew Jackman, and it is complete. See how many yards we gained here on that play. Like a gain of about 7 yards on that play.
Gain of 6 on the
6
play.
yards on the play.
Second down 4.
So whistle here. Looks like we're going to get a timeout by Cokeville. So with that, we're going to take a quick break as well.
7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
All right, and we're back here as the timeout's just finishing up here. Cokeville Panthers call timeout with 37 seconds left here. It is 2nd and 4. Again, trying to get another score here as the Bobcats have become unfortunately unable to hang on to the ball. Last 2 plays that they've had have been resulted in consecutive fumbles. Again, Kenny and I were kind of talking here during that break, just trying to figure out if it's in that handoff process, if it's getting stuck, if Monty's just hanging on to it just a little bit too long. If, I can't imagine, it's in the 50s, so I can't imagine their hands are too cold to, you know, that they're having a hard time feeling the ball or anything like that, but could be the case as well. As Kason Walker sets, snap is high, goes into Jack Dayton's hand. He's going to set that pass, looked a fake pass, but able to get there, and Justin Bassey in pursuit, so a big loss there. That will result in about a 17-yard loss as a high snap went up over the head of both the quarterback and receiver. So go under center here now. Kason Walker will with 3 in the backfield. And he'll drop back to throw. He's going to step back, throw it, and throw well over the head of the intended receiver there.
Pass incomplete.
Looks like that was intended for Trip Reese.
Intended for Reese.
Kind of had him through the middle, but almost released it just a little bit too early. Bobcats doing a good job of getting to Walker on that one as well. Kind of made him rush his pass, I think. Looks like we're going to get another timeout, but I'm going to stay right here for a second as we go through this timeout and kind of give you an idea what we're planning there for halftime. Fortunately, like I said, we're not going to be able to do a lot with stats, not able to keep those since we were so late. And again, want to apologize to all of you that were planning on tuning in. Hope you were able to tune in knowing that we were a little bit late getting in halfway through the second quarter. Again, just unfortunately, I must have been looking at the wrong calendar or something like that. I thought the game started at 2 and not at 1. So I think kind of what has been going on, it's same as some of the other venues that we've been to, just tough with officials having to do multiple games in the same day, and so moving it up so that they can not only do this game but do a game this evening as well. So appreciate those officials being able to do that as well and everything. And then upcoming at halftime, Simpson did do an interview with Coach Bowker, so I'm going to bring that for you guys and let you listen to that as well, and do that instead of I kind of got flustered here as they're getting ready to kick a long field goal as it brings up 4th and 17 to go. We're going to have about a 42-yard field goal kick. It is up 47-yard. Oh, and it just to the right. A good leg. He had enough leg on it, but unfortunately not able to get it there. He just pushed it a little bit to the right. So field goal is up and no good, and now Bobcats will take over the ball. And this one I'll have to get clarification too on why they don't get the ball picked up where it was kicked from. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the 20 now. Monty Dukes in the backfield with 5 wide. He will throw it out to Nolan Collins. Nolan Collins with the reception with a gain of 5 yards there. So again, probably going to go 5 wide here for Monty Dukes as they're needing to run down. Just 16 seconds, good for Nolan not only to catch the ball, but then to get out of bounds too. Well, he's kind of tackled out of bounds, but got out of bounds and got the clock stopped. Monty Dukes set back in shotgun. He'll step back, gonna have to roll to right. Has multiple Panthers in pursuit. Kason Walker just on his heels, and Monty just able to get rid of that ball before he was sacked. Luckily, Cody Bomagen was in the area to try to receive that, so it wasn't intentional grounding. He may have been out of the pocket as well by the time he did throw that. He was kind of running for his life at that point. Monty Dukes set in the shotgun again, 5 wide, trips to the right. Hard count there. Monty does have a pretty solid hard count. Sometimes trips up the Bobcats. In that case, it did get the Panthers going, so that will give a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, but 12 seconds left here. 5-yard penalty gets him a little bit closer. Monty maybe going to have to see what kind of arm he's got, see how far he can throw. He's going to throw it deep to Will Cole. Will Cole gets his hands on it and does catch it. Good play there. About a 14-yard completion there.
1st down, Bobcats. 6 seconds
Will
left in the half.
almost didn't time his jump just right, jumped a little too early. Caught it right before he hit the ground, but able to hang on as he did get hit hard. Knocked out of bounds, so clock did stop. Oh,
And that's the end of the first half.
oh, looks like they kept the clock going there. I
14.
did believe he was knocked out of bounds,
Bobcats 0.
but apparently he was tackled inbounds, so that will be the half. So that shows Cokeville Panthers 14, your Thermopolis Bobcats 0. Again, want to thank those of you listening on KDNO 101.7. Kevin Gerber here alongside my son Canyon as we are bringing you Bobcat football today. We are going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with that interview that Kevin Simpson had with Coach Bowker and discuss the little bit that we were able to watch and bring to you here so far this afternoon. And then after that, we'll be able to come back for the second half of Bobcat football. We'll be right back after this.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here for our halftime show. And again, I want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors as Hot Springs Health sponsors our halftime show. Again, a beautiful facility we have there in Thermopolis. We're very lucky for being a small town in Wyoming to just have as nice of a facility as we do. And thanks not only to them, but all of our sponsors. And you see them during the game, you see each of their logos pulling up and everything. So again, as you go around town and you see those businesses and business owners, you know, all local people, just, you know, spend a little time thanking them. Again, apologize that that's, I mean, because of them is why we can do this, and apologize one more time that I was not here at the right time for the game. Traveling over with my family. We're getting ready to do a little vacation to visit our oldest son, and so we were thinking we were ahead of time, and we're going to have plenty of time to set up. And as we were pulling up to the field, I was like, oh, it looks like they already have a game going on. Must be the middle school or something like that. And all of a sudden, I'm like, nope, those are Bobcats out there. So a little bit more of a hustle to get up and get everything set up, and unable to do our pre-game show and everything like that. But because of that, Simpson has done a number of interviews over the weeks, and because, again, of technical difficulties and such, we've not been able to do those. But we are going to bring that interview to you here for halftime. So I'm going to take another quick break, and then that interview right after this next couple minutes from a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Kevin Simpson here, sitting down with the Bobcats head coach, Coach Boone Bowker. Pleasure as always.
As always, Kevin, as always.
Last week, the Bobcats fell to the Lyman Eagles 38-12. In the words of the late great Dennis Green, we were who they thought they were, right? Lyman comes in and does what they do, running the ball and dominating time of possession. After looking over the film and recapping, what were your takeaways from that game?
Coming out defensively, that first series, we shut down their bread and butter. We shut them down, forced them to punt, and that's not too often that happens to Lyman. We just assignment breakdown defensively. They wore us down. We weren't used to that kind of style of football. We got to get better with a little mental toughness when we play teams like that.
Yeah, definitely on the ground game, and Bobcats gave them some punches, but just kind of came up a little short at home. Now you move on to Cokeville. Early kickoff. You get to go down to the southwestern corridor. Kickoff at 2 p.m. Cokeville statistically, there's a hard word for you, another tough matchup on the ground as they average 241 yards per game. What do you expect to see from them, and your plans to combat that? I guess probably a lot of kind of what you saw last week.
Yeah, they'll go full house T, and they'll either widen their splits out really far trying to create run seams, or they'll tighten everything down and try to wear you out. Just like Lyman, they're going to do what they do, and they haven't changed their offense in 40 years, and it works for them. They're one of the winningest program in Wyoming, so they know how to win. They're tough, they're physical, super disciplined team, but I think we match up a little bit better against these guys than we did Lyman.
And offensively, your game plan probably sticking pretty close to the same, I would assume.
We're going to go a little bit misdirection this week. Their inside linebackers are really good. They're physical, they fill, but they bite on anything. So we're going to try a little bit of misdirection. Got a new formation in, but still sticking with our base stuff out of it.
So each week, or each game, as we close the season, is almost more important than the next one. You're 2-2 in the conference. Cokeville's 3-1. Then you've got Lovell sitting there at 2-2, and they're playing Kemmer, who's 0-4. So, cards are kind of stacked against you. But what's the importance of this game and staying in the playoff hunt, and how do you perpetuate that through your coaching staff and players?
Keep telling the kids we're still in this. We're still in the hunt. We knock Cokeville off. That increases our chances significantly. And then we go into level with a little chip on our shoulder, ready to go for that guaranteed playoff spot if we pull that one off. Anything can happen. We win this game. Depending how the cards fall everywhere else, we could still be in. But just telling the kids that theme of the week is commitment. We're at that week 7 point where it's kind of dragging on. We haven't had as many wins as we would like. So keeping them committed, keeping them interested, keeping them energized for practice, and keep telling them that they have a shot. They seem to be still locked in and ready to go.
Good. Well, this week, rapid fire segment, you're going to Cokeville, so we're going soda related. All right? We live 30 miles from Pepsi bottling and, going to Cokeville. So the rapid fire is going to be based on, is it a Coke or Pepsi? All right? You got this one? I feel like you know your soda stuff. We'll see how well you know. So which company was formed first in 1896?
Coke.
Correct. Sprite is a citrus soda of this company.
Coke.
Yep. Gatorade is a sports drink for this company.
Pepsi.
Ray Charles was the spokesperson for this company and said, "You got the right one, baby."
Dang, I'm going to guess with Coke on that one.
No, that's Pepsi.
Oh.
This company's holiday ad features polar bears.
Coke.
Cindy Crawford shot a famous ad for this company wearing a cut-off blue jean shorts and a white tank top.
Pepsi.
Yep. You get that one. In 1996, purchasing this soda, you could collect points and redeem their quote-unquote stuff like t-shirts, leather jackets, and a mountain bike.
And a jet. That's Pepsi.
It is. This company is headquartered in Atlanta.
Ooh. I'm going to go Coke on that.
Mm-hmm. They had a controversial commercial removed even on social media featuring Kendall Jenner.
That one's got to be... I'm going to go Coke. I don't know.
That one's Pepsi. This company was the first ever Olympic sponsor.
First ever Olympic sponsor. You would think it's Coke, but I'm going to say Pepsi.
You would think it's Coke, and you would be right. It's
Oh.
Coke. They invented the first diet soda with caffeine.
Ooh, dang. Coke.
Pepsi, 1984. This company owns Frito-Lay's, Quaker Oats, and Tropicana.
Tropicana is a Pepsi product.
Correct. And this commercial features the late, great Mean Joe Green in the tunnel who gives a kid a jersey in exchange for this beverage.
It's a Coke.
It is a Coke. Nailed it.
It started off fast, kind of slumped there a little bit in the middle, and then came and finished strong, kind of like us in fantasy a couple weeks ago when I beat you.
Ooh, ouch. I was waiting for you to get that dig in. Well, thanks for your time, and you enjoy your trip to Cokeville. I shan't be there, but you enjoy your time.
Oh, I will. I love that place.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
All right, and we're back here as the Bobcats have made their way out after halftime. About a minute and a half left. Cokeville is yet to come out, so we'll see if they utilize. Looks like they're just now coming out, and a tunnel set up for them as they're getting ready to run out through the crowd as the cheerleaders did a halftime show with a little bit of the younger group as well. So as they come out as well, but your Bobcats are here warming up as well, and we weren't able to do the pregame keys to the game, And so I thought today we could do those here at halftime. We do some of those keys to the game second half, and those are brought to you by Jason Winger and the Edward Jones Financial Foundation. And just, again, want to talk about some things. Obviously, holding on to the ball for the Bobcats is going to be really, really important. They had a few turnovers on downs to start the game when we were first getting here, but then, man, just back-to-back plays for the Bobcats where one handoff wasn't able to get all the way through to Ryan Aarons, and so he fumbled the ball, and then Cokeville goes and scores on the very next play on a deep pass from Walker to Dayton. And then right after that, then Bobcats get the ball back again and unfortunately turn the ball over on the very next play when they tried to hand it off to Zane Stam. So going to have to hang on to the ball as the Bobcats are going to need to come out. I would say another one is they're really going to have to keep an eye on where Jack Dayton is. He's kind of done everything. He's ran in for a touchdown. He's received a touchdown, and he's kicked the extra points as well. He kicks off, so he's kind of their Swiss Army knife. He does anything and everything that they need him to do out on the field, so they're going to just have to know where he's at. And I know they've talked about that prior to the game starting. And I was happy to hear in that interview, Kevin also thought that the game was at 2, so I wasn't the only one. Again, apologize to those of you that have been listening and trying to figure out why we weren't able to get the whole game. But anyways, we're here for the whole second half. And we have about a minute before kickoff, so we're going to take a quick break and another word from our sponsors, and we'll be back for the second half of Bobcat football as we are here in Cokeville. Thank you for spending some time with us today on 1017 KDNO and on the Wild Today YouTube channel as well. We'll be right back.
Looking for a clean, comfortable room in Thermopolis? Quality Inn of Thermopolis offers great rates with your choice of king, queen, or family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Reserve your room today. Call 307-864-5515. Amenities include free hot breakfast, pet-friendly, premium free Wi-Fi, indoor pool, truck parking, and more. Reserve your room today by calling 307-864-5515. Quality Inn of Thermopolis. Stop in.
And we're back here for Bobcat football. Bobcats trailing in this one to the Cokeville Panthers 0-14 as we're getting ready to kick off for the third quarter. We weren't able to get our stats in. Kevin did a great job of getting us his stat chart that he had, and we had it all set up. Canyon was going to help me out and get those going so that we could bring you the stats as well. But because we were late getting in here, we don't have the stats for you, so I apologize for that. Again, not able to talk to Coach Bowker prior to the game as well, so not sure if he's going to be able to make it up at the end of the game to talk with us as well, but he may be able to do that. So if he does, we'll bring that to you at the end of the game as well. But as we get set for the second half, Jack Dayton, again, the young man on this team that has kind of done everything for them, rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, and 2 extra points as well, and a chance at a 47-yard field goal as well. He kicks off, and it goes to Ryan Aarons. Ryan Aarons is going to catch it. He's going to try to get to the right-hand side, and he's met quickly there by Micah Peterson. And that will be Bobcat ball on the 16-yard line as they start off the second half. So again, going to be really important here for our Bobcats to start getting the ball and moving. Really, what the one big play that we saw was from Dukes to Dukes, and so we'll see here what we are able to get going. Looks like they're going to start off with Zane Stam on the right-hand side. He's going to call Del Dukes in a little tighter formation here, and hand in the ground even. So Del going to do some blocking or run a tight end route here. He's going to hand off to Zane. He's met quickly. Did gain maybe a yard, half a yard on that play. No, it looks like they're just going to keep him in the same place, so no gain on that one. Again, kind of trying to bring formation in tight here, maybe just trying to open up some holes here for our running backs as they need to see what we can get in. So Monty with 2 in the backfield, both Chris and Ryan Ahrens and Zane Stam all in there. Looks like a little confusion there as they're trying to get set up into some of their plays here. Handoff to Stam, fake handoff, hangs on to it, pitches it then to Chris Ahrens, and Chris with a loss of about 3 yards on that. So not a good play there, but again, some confusion. Don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but Canyon's going to help us out and get it moved here so we can get a little bit better view of it. And he's going to run up. Hard tackle there. Monty Dukes as he gets slammed to the ground.
Nice tackle by Ryder Pope.
Get up. Here, Monty looking now. It's going to bring up 4th and 11.
For the Bobcats. Back deep to
Looks like Monty's doing all right here after that tackle. He's hit the ground pretty hard, but Zach Casey set to punt away for the Bobcats as it's 4th and 11 and deep into their own territory, so they're going to get rid of the ball. Zach Casey's punt is up. Oh, it does hit a Panther, and he is able to get on the ball again. So Micah Peterson was going to let it bounce at about the 40-yard line, hit him in the shin, and like Will Cole almost was able to get on it as well. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers here.
Bobcat 47.
Panthers take over on the Bobcat 47 here. 1st and 10. Again, kind of playing on Bobcats into the field a little more than I think they would probably like to here. Gonna run it up the middle. Looks like a gain of about 2 yards on that. 3 yards on that play.
Second down and 7.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 for Cokeville Panthers. Panthers huddled up here, get the play call into Kaysen Walker. Kaysen's going to get under center here. He has this T formation you heard Bowker talk about. He's going to hand off to Dayton. Dayton is going to drive up the field, gain about 9 yards on that play, so it's going to be enough for a 1st down.
For a Cokeville 1st down. Ahrens with the tackle.
Again, Bobcats defense going to need to step up here and get some stops here as they're down two scores. Don't want to go down 3 for sure when they've had a hard time moving the ball anyways. Just going to have to dig deep here for this defense to try to get some stops. Again, 3 backs in the backfield, and good tackle there by Nolan Collins. But only after Kaysen Walker, or I apologize, Jack Dayton able to gains 5 yards on the play. But Nolan coming up from the safety position, so Nolan haven't called his name a lot over the past few games, but comes in and plays here in the safety position. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Gonna hand off to Dayton again. Dayton's gonna lose his footing as he tries to plant his foot and turn up field. Looks like he's gonna go for no gain. So that's gonna bring up 3rd and 5. So again, Bobcats big 3rd down play here for them, needing to get a stop. Probably gonna have to, well, be interesting to see if they go for another long field goal, or if they go for it on 4th down here as well. Be kicking from about the same spot that they were last time he kicked that long attempt. Dayton with the ball again, 3rd straight run for him. Looks like he's not gonna get quite enough for the 1st down, but that's gonna bring up a 4th and 1. So Bobcats defense going to have an opportunity here to get a stop on a 4th down and try to get a turnover on downs. So again, it'd be hard to imagine they're not going to hand it off for Dayton for a 4th run in a row. They've got some big blockers in the back and hand it off to him and meet him right at the line, but he's able to power forward as Ryan Ahrens wraps up with him, and he gets 2 yards, so he does get a Cokeville 1st down on that one. So Bobcats defense did a pretty good job on that series, just unfortunately just gave up a little bit too much. 4 straight runs there for Dayton. Good blocking scheme here by Cokeville, and Dayton gets it another time here, and it looks like he's going to gain 5 on the run, so similar to their 1st down play that they just had.
Jack Dayton with a gain of 6.
So again, this is similar to what Coach Bowker was talking about during his interview with Kevin Simpson, that, you know, they do what they do. This is the same offense they've been running for a number of years, and they're good at it. So in the backfield now is Micah Peterson as they change up blocking backs and running backs. And he's going to get a big gain. Looks like he's going to be close to a first down. See if they give him enough or not. Looks like it'll be up to the white hat here to decide, and he is going to give them the first down. So back-to-back 5-yard pickups, one by Jack Dayton and the other one by Micah Peterson. 3, 4, and 5, calling their names a lot here for the Cokeville Panthers. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. And Dayton gets it again. He's going to turn up. Big tackle there by Cruz Mascaro, I believe.
Mascaro on the tackle. Dayton, the ball carrier.
And a gain of about 2 yards on that play, so not as much of a gain as they've been having. So again, Bobcats going to really have to tighten up in the inside there and try to not let those inside runs come. They do also try to stretch it out, is what they're going to try to do here. A couple lead blockers, but good pursuit there by Zane Stam. There is a flag on the play. It looked like it came back behind the Bobcats.
There's a flag on the play.
So it'll be interesting to see what the call is here. They're going to call holding on the offense. So they'll repeat 2nd down. That will be
penalty goes against Cokeville.
Penalty against Cokeville, so a 10-yard penalty there as they walk it off. So that will bring up second and 18. So big opportunity here for the Bobcats to get a stop here in the next couple downs. Going to fake a handoff, are going to look to pass. Pass is going to go intended for Cashton Walker. So it's going to be Walker to Walker, similar to what we have on our side with Dukes to Dukes. So attempted to throw it in his area, unable to get to it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 18. So big opportunity here for the Bobcats, is that penalty made Cokeville have to step back a little bit. And so Bobcats with an opportunity to get a stop here on 3rd down, either force a field goal opportunity or they may go for it if they get some yardage here as well. Kason Walker set to take the shotgun snap, plants his foot, throws into the end zone. Del Dukes there, good defense as the pass was intended to Jack Dayton. And Del Dukes, I actually thought he was going to have an opportunity to get his hands on it for at least an attempt at interception, but he did knock the ball away just as it was getting into Jack Dayton's hands. A good pass by Kason Walker, but better defense there by Del Dukes. So it looks like they are going to set up and are going to go for it here on 4th down. So 4th and 18. Bobcats need to be strong here. It's a good opportunity for them to get a stop early here in the 2nd half. Looks like they're going to get a false start on one of the receivers here. Looks like they're going to call that on Trip Reese, as he's getting anxious about a 4th and 18. So it's going to be another 5 yards back. So that's going to be 4th and 23. They are going to keep the offense on there. I thought maybe they'd go for another long field goal chance here, but looks like they're going to go for it here. Gets Dayton in motion. Kason Walker set to pass. He's going to throw over to the sideline. Even had that been completed, it still would have only got them a little bit closer. He was near the sideline, so probably would have been ran out or been run out of bounds by Ryan Aaron. So Bobcats take over.
From the Panther 27.
Bobcats that was a big stop for them there to get the ball turnover on downs. And now Bobcats set to run their 1st down play here. Kind of playing on this end of the field, so it'd be good to see them get a big play in here as Monty Dukes kind of hangs on to the ball. Maybe a chance for a pitch play there to Stam, but he hangs onto the ball and able to get a lot out of that. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Bobcats set for 2nd and 10 now. Gets a play call in from the sidelines. Monty Dukes in the shotgun with Stam on his near side, sets back to pass, and it's going to be intercepted, intended for Ryan Aarons. Interception goes, and I'm not going to be able to get into the end zone, but Caleb Howderly gets the interception, and he gets deep into Cokeville territory here. Looks like he's going to...
Nice run.
Good catch and run there by Caleb Hatterley, and man, it was a good look, I think, by Monty Dukes. I think Ryan footing, he was tripping or falling or slipped something as he was going for the ball, and it got into the hands of Caleb there. So set for 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line for the Panthers. Send Peterson into motion. He's going to throw, and touchdown by Jack Dayton as Kason Walker throws it into the flat there. And Dayton with his 3rd touchdown now, 2 receiving, 1 rushing, and they're going to set to kick an extra point as well. So Bobcats defense does a great job of holding strong there, and then another turnover, which unfortunately is what has been hurting the Bobcats here in this game. So Panthers with the opportunity, an extra point here as well. And Jack Dayton's back to score again. Has 20 of their 20 points right now. Dayton set to kick the extra point. Snap is high, but able to get it and down, and it is good. So that puts the Panthers at 21, your Thermopolis Bobcats at 0 here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
To see what a hometown pharmacy really feels like. It's the only locally owned and operated pharmacy in town, and they are a compounding pharmacy to boot. They offer prescriptions, medical equipment, Medicare open enrollment, medication therapy management, and more. Vickland Pharmacy can save you time and money. The service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Vickland Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Max Market in Thermopolis.
Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here after the touchdown by Jack Dayton. 3 for him on the afternoon, 2 receiving, 1 rushing, and he also accounts for their 3 extra points as well, which brings them to 21. Bobcats 0. Back to receive the kickoff is Ryan Aarons and Del Dukes. Again, they've set him up a couple times with pretty decent run backs and to get him in good field position, but not really able to do anything with that. So Bobcats going to need to get some offense rolling here, and down 3 scores. They're going to have to score quick. Just over 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, and kickoff by Jack Dayton is up. Deep kick, and it is going to go into the end zone, which will be a touchback for the Bobcats. So Jack Dayton feeling it kind of all over the court, all over the field. He's kicking it and running it, catching it. Even looked to throw one other play earlier in the game.
Doing a nice job today.
So again here, Bobcats going to need to figure out some offense here to get some positive yardage. Fortunately, not a lot going in that direction. Monty Duke set in the backfield, has Zane Stam just behind him in the pistol format. 2 receivers. Chris Aarons goes into motion. He's going to hand it off to Stam. Oh, ball hits the ground again. And that is going to go to Cokeville again. And oh man, ball has just not been our friend today. That'll be 4 turnovers, not including the ones on downs by the Bobcats. That's a 2nd fumble loss by Zane Stam today. So Cokeville doing a good job as they're going to tackle, also ripping away at the ball. So like they did last time, imagine Cokeville's going to look to try to score quickly here. That's on their own 19-yard line. Kason sits back to throw the ball, and at the feet of Dayton, so passes incomplete. Did have both the Duke brothers right there to be on the ball. Had it been a little higher, I think Dell maybe even would have had a play on it. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Cokeville Panthers. Bobcat defense, I'm sure, is tired. They've been out there a lot, especially with the ball hitting the ground as often as it has. Just a little trickery play here as the ball goes to Dayton again. Good job by Zach Hasty, kind of stay home and not let him not get confused by that. But
Dayton takes the ball.
Micah Peterson got the original handoff, and then he tossed it to Dayton, coming around the other way, but good tackle by Hasty. So that will bring up 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Bobcats really can't afford to go down 4 scores, didn't really want to be down 3 scores, so it's going to be really important for Bobcats to try to lock down here and shut this down. Kayson's going to keep the ball. He's going to run around the edge. He's going to have enough for a first down, and it's going to get tripped up and enough for a touchdown. So as he gets tackled, he kind of jumped and knocked his feet out from under him, but he landed in the end zone. So that is going to be a touchdown for Kayson Walker. He said, enough of my running back having all the fun today. He decided to get in there himself. So that is going to bring up 27 for Cokeville, 0 for your Thermopolis Bobcats. 4:02 left here in the 3rd quarter of this game. Dayton set to kick the extra point for Cokeville Panthers. Again, the running game been pretty solid for Cokeville today. Kick is up and is good. Over the cars and everything today there, Canyon. So as it shows 28-0, Cokeville Panthers over the top of your Thermopolis Bobcats. 4:02 left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
As a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics, there's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
All right, and we're back here after the Cokeville Panthers score with a score of 28-0 over the top of Thermopolis. And Bobcats just half and hold on to the ball, like we said. It had to be really, we didn't need to do, I don't think, keys to the game. We could have literally just kept it to key to the game, and that was just going to be hang on to the ball. That's the 3rd fumble, and also Monty with an interception in this quarter as well. Just 4 turnovers on us, giving it back to them. Also have had a few turnovers on downs as well as they've tried to go for it. But Bobcats really going to need to find some offense here. Not sure why they're having such a hard time hanging on to the ball, but it could be also Cokeville just emphasis on trying to tackle it. Kick is up and will go to Del Dukes. Del Dukes catches it at the 10-yard line. He's going to run it up the left-hand side. Does a couple change of directions, get to about the 24-yard line, so a 14-yard return by Dell on that kickoff.
Boys, the first one on the scene for the tackle.
So again, a little better than a touchback here on that return. Might be from the 23. Bobcats going to need to get some offense going here for sure.
From their own 23-yard line.
Monty set in the shotgun, has Zane Stam behind him. Gets Chris Ahrens in motion. He's going to hand it off to Zane. Zane's going to get both arms on the ball there, and he's going to try to guarantee he doesn't fumble it on that one. Looks like he gain of about 2 yards on that one as he gets to the 25-yard line. Couple line changes here for the Bobcats. Cruz comes out as James Witt comes in for him. Monty Duke set. Gets a play call from the sidelines. Kind of looks like Chris Ahrens is filled into that position that Yarrington's played a lot of this season. Monty Dukes gets Will Cole into motion, and as he kind of comes around for an end around, he's going to get a loss of 5 yards as he's hit almost as soon as he gets the ball. So a 5-yard loss is going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Bobcats. So again, Bobcats trying to do a number of different things. Like you said, you know, it sounded like Coach Bowker was kind of wanting to do some misdirection things, and right now Cokeville's kind of sniffed them out and is on that one, just did tackle for a loss. 4 receivers out. He's going to set to throw it out into the flat here to Chris Ahrens. Chris kind of wanted to turn upfield and run before he caught it, and that is going to be incomplete pass. So that's going to bring up 4th and, oh, I apologize. I said 3rd and 15. It was 3rd and 13, but Now 4th and 13 for the Bobcats. Zach Casey's going to come out again for a punt. See if we can get big leg behind this one and get it down into the other opposite end of the field. About 25, 30-yard punts is about what Zach has been averaging. Zach Hasty set to kick off or punt it to Jack Dayton and Justin Moyes. Punt is up low, is going to hit the ground and is going to roll, get a Bobcat roll. It's going to roll to, looks like about the 44-yard line.
Panther 44.
So Cokeville Panthers will take over here. 28-0 with 2:31 left here in the third quarter. Not really a lot for the Bobcats to do other than they're just going to have to lock down, play tough defense, maybe even try to get some turnovers themselves. Like I said, we've turned the ball over a number of times because as they've been getting tackled, looks like, you know, Cokeville's been trying to strip away at it. Monty Duke's on a blitz there. Almost got to him. Good high pass there. Threw it up high to Andrew Jackman, and he gets high. Looks like he out enough for first down. Sure enough, he got a first down. So big jump there and catch. Kason Walker hit him in the middle. Had some pressure coming, both from one from each side, Monty Dukes, and I believe it was Justin Bassey coming in. 1st and 10 for Cokeville Panthers. Kason Walker set in the shotgun, has Dayton on his near side. He's going to keep it. Kason Walker is going to run, plant his foot. They'll break through a tackle there. Zach Hasty and Cruz Mascaro going to come and finish off the tackle as Del Dukes got in his way. Slowed him down a minute, but not after a gain of 15 yards on that. 20 yards on that run. Bobcats getting tired, I'm sure, getting frustrated with Cokeville moving the ball as easily as they've been able to move it, and Bobcats struggling to move the ball. Cason's going to get another high snap. He's going to keep it, run it right up the middle. Going to be another good gain for Kason Walker for a gain of about 8 yards. This will be second and 2 here for the Panthers as they just kind of march it up the field here in about 4 plays. So Kason getting involved on some yardage here as he has thrown 2 touchdown passes to Dayton. Ran one in for himself as well. Oh, looked like he tried to hand it off to Dayton. Ball does hit the ground, so an opportunity for the Bobcats right there. Cruz Mascaro was able to get on there, but not until after Kason Walker jumped on the ball. I think he thought he was going to hand it off to Dayton, and Dayton was going to block for him, so a little miscommunication there. And again, another opportunity for the Bobcats to get on the ball. Unfortunately, didn't see it till it was too late. So that will bring up 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Shotgun for Walker. Has Peterson on his side here, gets Dayton into motion, gonna block up the middle. Good tackle there by Chris Ahrens. Justin Bassey also forced him kind of back in, forced him back inside, and that's gonna bring up 4th down now.
Brings up a 4th down and 7.
Chris Ahrens gonna limp off a little bit there, looks like, so Zane Stam will come in. I think he maybe took a helmet to the knee or something, looks like. Way he's kind of limping, so looks like we're going to be the end of the 3rd quarter there, so we're going to take a quick break as we swap ends of the field, and we will be right back with Bobcat football right after this.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
All right, and we're back here as they're flopping ends of the field here. Will be 4th and 7 for the Panthers after they come out here for the final quarter of the game. your Bobcats trailing 28-0 to Cokeville. And again, this is a really important game for both teams, but for your Bobcats, you know, really needing to win 2 to kind of guarantee themselves a spot into the playoff. If they lose this one and then go to level and win that one, you know, some other things are going to have to fall in place for them to kind of get that playoff spot. So both of these games super important. And Bobcats really not getting a lot in positive yardage here. Turnovers kind of being their biggest nemesis so far. And Panthers set to start this fourth quarter. Kason Walker will fake the handoff, throw it over the middle, and wide open was Justin Moyes, and he catches it and goes in for 6. So Kason Walker with his third touchdown pass of the game and 4th total touchdown for him. So that will bring their total 34, Bobcats 0, as they get set to kick an extra point as well. Just 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, and a good play call there by the Panthers coach to set up a pass play. Kick is up and is good, so that will give 35 to the Panthers and 0 for the Bobcats. We'll be right back after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here as after the score by the Cokeville Panthers. Again, Kason Walker kind of carving up the Bobcats defense here, as that is his 3rd passing touchdown and also a rushing touchdown for Kason Walker. Bobcats trailing in this one 35-0. Again, Bobcats just unfortunately not able to do a lot on the offensive side of the ball. Have turned the ball over a number of times. Just 11:55 left, so 5 seconds into the fourth quarter with that score. And looks like they're going to give a chance for a new kicker here. Looks like that'll be Cashton Walker, so I'm assuming the brother to Kason Walker. Cashton set to kick off, and he'll kick a low but good kick. Aaron's gets it on about his own 6-yard line. He's going to run it up on this near side here. Good yardage here as he breaks through a tackle, gets up and crosses over the 40-yard line, gets to about the 43-yard line. And there's going to be a late flag there. Not sure what they're going to call on that play. So we'll see what the flag call is. So he did get it to the 43-yard line. Oh, so they just gave a sideline warning. Not sure. I didn't see what happened there, but they just gave a warning. So no, it was just a warning. No penalty on that, but it was a flag. So Bobcats set for 1st and 10 after a good return by Ryan Aarons. Gonna hand off to Zane Stam up the middle. Again, gonna get to maybe gain a yard there, get to the 44-yard line. So again, not a lot right up the middle here for the Bobcats. Clock still running here. The 11:25 left. Getting a call from the sideline. Armani set in the backfield for the shotgun with Zane Stam behind him. Gets Chris Aarons in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Monty Duke's going to get a good run.
Duke's the ball carrier.
Looks like he gained about 8 yards on that play, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. So again, a 3rd and short here. Bobcats going fast here now. They're going to have to try to get a number of scores. I mean, 5 scores down. Going to have to do some things to get some positive yardage. Opportunity for a 1st down here. Not a lot of 1st downs coming for the Bobcats either in this game. Monty set to take it. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run right up the middle, just like he did last week against Lyman, and able to get the first down. Looks like he gained about 4 yards on the play. He's got to be a little bit careful on that. He almost gets himself a false start because he starts running towards the ball before he gets it. But good play. It was a little bit of a high snap, but he was able to get it under control and go. So first down for the Bobcats. Good positive play there. Going to get some whistle here. Clock is running. Not sure what the whistles were for there. Clock's still running though. Monty Dukes set to take the snap. Going to step back to throw. Kind of goes through his reads. Oh, good jump and grab. Oh, ball comes out of the hands of Dell Dukes as he jumps up, had his hands on it, and then a good tackle there. I believe that was Andrew Jackman that got the tackle. Must have got a hand in there, and just as Dell hit the ground, ball came out. It was a good look. Dell went through a number of progressions there, and got spiders falling on me here, Canyon. They're attacking me. All right, good handoff to Stam up the middle, and after 2nd and 10, looks like he gained 6 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 4. So Bobcats needing to get a first down. Again, Chris Arians kind of runs limping a little bit, but I think that's from earlier. Tough kids, both Chris and Ryan. They fight through a lot of injuries. Monty set to take the snap. He's gonna roll to his right and wide open. Oh no, right, wide open for the Bobcats. It was Brody Welch, and he got his hands on it, but unable to bring it in. I think he thought he was a little closer to the sidelines than he was, so didn't get to bring it in, but he was wide open. So it's gonna bring up 4th and 4 for Bobcats here. In the shotgun has Ryan Aarons in the backfield with him. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to get enough for the first down. Going to keep running. And good spin move there at the end. Looks like he's going to get the 26-yard line. So first down again. Another first down run for Monty Duke. So some good positive yardage here for the Bobcats. Clock's still running. 9:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Monty in the shotgun with Chris still in the backfield, so not sure why Zane isn't in the game right now. Oh, looks like a broken play. Looked to hand it off, but he wasn't on the right side. Does toss it to the side, and that is actually Bridger Pyle. I apologize, Bridger Pyle in the backfield. He's going to get the ball as Monty was just about to go down. He just pitched it over, and again, kind of seen that twice today where just as he's getting tackled to the ground, Bobcats made himself available. So good run by Bridger Pyle after so he gets another first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
From the 16-yard line.
Kenny moving the camera for us again so we can get good view. Monty Duke set to pass it again. He's going to throw over, looking for Brody Welch again, and just out of the reach of Brody as well.
For Welch. 2nd down and 10.
Looks like coach maybe looking to get some of these younger players some experience here, getting them some plays. Nolan Collins comes in for Dell Dukes. So as they line up for the play here. Clock did stop on that incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ryan Aarons goes into motion. Going to fake a handoff to Bridger. He's going to keep it himself. Tucked it away at the right time, kind of had it out, but tucked it away just as he got tackled. Be a gain of 5 on that play, 4 yards on that play, so we'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Getting the play call in again. Good positive yards here for Bobcats. Really needing to come away with some points here to kind of feel good about this drive. They've been moving the ball well. At this point, it's kind of just getting positive yardage, running some plays, getting them done right. Monty going to fake the handoff again to Bridger. He's going to hold on to it himself. And he's going to get tackled, met it right at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6. Maybe would have liked to have seen him let that one go because it looked like Bridger had a little bit of a lane.
Dukes keeps the ball. Bird with the tackle. 4th down and 6.
So bring 4th and 6. Bobcats really need to come away with some points here. Hate to see them turn the ball over on downs. Call comes in. Bridger Pile on the right side of Monty Dukes. Monty in the shotgun. Gonna get it. He's gonna step back to throw it. Looks through, throws it to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty with touchdown catch. Good play there, and it is completed. I didn't see anything made by the ref, so good play there. Monty Dukes steps back, goes through his progression, and catches Zach Hasty as he dives into the end zone there and gets a touchdown. So Bobcat touchdown. Gets it to 6 points for Bobcats. Looks like they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Monty's set to take it. He'll keep it. Kind of surveys the field trying to look for a lane, and looks like he is not going to get enough to get the score. So that will be 35-6. Bobcats trail this one to the Cokeville Panthers, and we will take a break from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here after the Bobcats score. So touchdown pass from Monty Dukes to Zach Hasty does get the Bobcats finally on the board here as they trail in this one 35-6 to the Cokeville Panthers. Again, important game for both teams as they are trying to get into positions for the playoffs. Bobcats really needing both this game and the one against Lovell to kind of guarantee a playoff spot. You know, unless some kind of miraculous things happen in the next 7 minutes, the Bobcats are going to, down by 29, going to have to work hard in this one and then prepare for Lovell. Anthony Cheatham set to kick off, kicks off, kind of goes off the side of his foot, but does go down to the 20-yard line. Jack Dayton gets the ball. He breaks a couple tackles, but he's going to step out of bounds.
And he steps out of bounds.
And it will be Cokeville Panther football at the 28-yard line.
It'll be first and
29-yard line.
On the 29-yard line.
So again, if Bobcats can get maybe a couple turnovers here, can't really withstand a long drive here from the Panthers, so they're going to need to get in and really, again, as they're going to tackle, it would be good to see them try to strip the ball away. Looks like they're going to get some of their younger guys in here. Brody Welch with a good hard tackle there has the run by Hudson Hemrick. Apologize.
Nice run, gain of 5
comes in, gets a gain of 5. A good tackle there by Brody Welch.
Welch with the tackle. 2nd down and 5.
Jesse Bassey having to hustle off the field as a late substitution came in for him. He does get off the field. Handoff there to 45, Flint Linford, and again, Bridger Pile on the tackle on that one.
On the play, 3rd down and 4.
So we 3rd and 4. Both teams bringing in some of their younger players in here at the end of this game as they're getting some experience in for these younger guys. T formation for Case Walker's going to hang on to it. He's going to run it right up the gut here and get about a 10-yard gain.
Jason Walker takes it up the middle for a Panther
Good run there
down
by Kaysen. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. .545 left here in this contest. And again, like I said, at the end of the game, I'm not sure if, since I didn't have a chance to talk to Coach Bowker, not sure if he'll make his way up here to do a post-game interview or not, but we'll see if he's able to get up here. So they're going to let just as much time go down as they can. Kaysen's just waiting for the refs to give him the motion that play clock's running down. So that's a good run there by Flint Linford. That'll bring up, as a rush of about 2 yards, will be 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Again, Bobcats coming over today, preparing for the Thermopolis has a little bit of a longer break after this this game. They'll have a 4-day break, fall break here, Monday, Tuesday off from school. Some would maybe argue that the team's feeling they started that a little bit too early today. Handoff there to Linford again, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of half a yard.
He stopped at the line of scrimmage by Mascaro.
Good tackle there by Cruz as he gets in there. Just a sophomore for Cruz, so he's got a lot of potential moving into the seasons here. Lots of new Bobcats out on the field, so fun to see them out and getting some time in as well. 4:15 left. Like I said, Panthers not in any hurry to get in on the plays here. Kaysen's going to step back, look to pass it as he rolls to his right. Has Anthony Cheatham in his face. Oh, ball goes up and is caught. Tough catch there by Cashton Walker.
From Walker to Walker.
Like Lance Axtell had a chance at the ball, but unable to get over to it quite fast enough, and catch is made, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31 for the Cokeville Panthers. 35-6 with 3:40 and counting on the clock here. Again, Cashin Kaysen Walker waiting for the back ref to let him know the play clock's running down. Tough run here from the side by Hudson.
Hemrick with a nice run.
And good tackle there as well by Ryan Aarons. He comes in and hits hard at the end. Good run there though by the 7 yards. Cokeville really kind of getting whatever they want as far as yardage and everything right now. Running the ball through out of this offense that they've ran for a lot of years. Kaysen Walker gonna run it up the middle again, try to get that first down. He does, gets a gain of 5 yards. And that's gonna be another 1st and 10 for Cokeville Panthers. 17-yard line. Clock still running, 2.5 minutes here left in the contest.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
35-6. Cokeville Panthers over the top of your Thermopolis Bobcats. Handoff there to Flint Linford. And looks like he's going to gain about a yard on the play. I'll bring up 2nd down.
Witt with the tackle.
Clock still running, just over 2 minutes left in the game here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. And up next for the Bobcats will be against Lovell Bulldogs. It'll be their final regular season game up. It'll be traveling up to Lovell. They'll actually feel almost like a home game. It's so close. Only 2 hours on the road for that game. New quarterback in is Cashton Walker. Cashton's going to take it. Ball does hit the ground, and he's just going to jump on top of it. So that'll be a loss of about 2 yards. So I'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Set to take the snap here, 125. Kind of, like I said, as this drive started, one that they didn't really want was one that just took a ton of time off the clock, and that's kind of what it is done. So Flint Linford runs up the middle, and it looks like he gained about 7 yards on that play. So it'll be 4th and...
Gain 6 on the play, 4th down and 5.
5 yards to go. Looked like a number of the Cokeville players were hoping for a chance to get in there and get a score. Looks like they are going to go for it here. Maybe the field goal unit came out originally, and then they decided they changed their mind. So going to run another play here, 4th and 5 for them. Gonna run it over. Linford gets the ball. He's going to run it up the middle. Looks like it's going to be close. Looks like he's going to be just a little shy of the first down. So with 36 seconds, Bobcats will take over after the turnover on downs. So Bobcats get the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 for them from the 10-yard line.
On the 9-yard line, 1st and 10, 36 seconds left in the game.
A lot of substitutions happen here on both sides of the ball. Not sure if they're in or out or. And Bridger, go ahead and stay in. Looks like Zach Hasty is going to be in the shotgun for taking the snap with Jessen Bassey in the backfield with him. One of our senior leaders, Jessen. High, slow snap into Zach Hasty, handoff to Jessen. So see how quick they are to get up on the ball and see if they get another play off or not.
Basketball carrier.
Jessen Bassey, one of the senior leaders here. And looks like Lance Axtell is going to come in as a wide receiver. Zach Hasty getting the call from the sidelines. Just 7 seconds left here in the game if he's going to want another playoff. There he gets one more. 3 seconds, last play of the game. He's going to throw it deep over the head of Lance Axtell, and that will do it. That gives your Thermopolis Bobcats 6, Cokeville Panthers 35, and that will be the end of the game here. And Cokeville will walk away with the win, and Bobcats going to have a long road trip home. Lots of stuff that they're going to need to talk about. We're going to take a quick break, get a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back after this to wrap up our post-game show.
Please relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion. Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit storytelleryo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here after the game here for Bobcat football. End of the game, Bobcats unfortunately not able to come away with win here as they lose to Cokeville Panthers 35-6. Tough game for the Bobcats on your Click It or Ticket post-game show. Again, want to thank those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO. This is Kevin Gerber alongside my son, Canyon Gerber, as we were getting ready to call the game. And one last time, I'd like to apologize to any of you that were hoping to listen to the full game from us, as we got here a little late, thinking the game started at 2 and it was at 1 o'clock kickoff time. So we're able to bring a lot of the game. So appreciate those of you listening today, and then also those of you on the Wild Today YouTube channel and listening and watching the game as well. And, not a lot for us to talk about in the post-game show today. I will wait a few minutes here to see if Coach Bowker does make his way up here to the Crow's Nest for a little post-game interview afterwards. But, unfortunately, we weren't able to get stats, so we won't be able to do the stats. But we do want to thank Quality Inn for sponsoring stats of the game. Again, with our late arrival, not able to get that up and going for that game. But with that being said, prior to this, we will talk about our play of the game, and it's our storyteller player of the game and Gatorade play of the game. I think kind of wrap up into the same. We did get a score there at the end, and going to give that to Zach Hasty as he gets the lone score for the Bobcats, but it was a good route by him. Game wasn't, at that point, it was still early in the fourth quarter, so still something, worth playing for, and Zach Casey gets that touchdown reception, so we're going to make that the play of the Gatorade play of the game and also the storyteller player of the game, so congratulations to him in that as well. And, besides that, the Bobcats really needing to, they're going to, this was kind of one where they were had their fate in their hands. If they could win this game and the next game, then that kind of guaranteed them a playoff spot. Unfortunately, now they're going to have some other things happen. I believe Lovell was playing Kimmer. Kimmer had not won a game in the conference. I think Lovell was 3-1 going into the conference. So so on paper, that kind of looked like, that was going to be a tough one. So Bobcats going to need to go up to Lovell for their final game to get a win, and then some other things are going to have to happen in order for the Bobcats probably to get that playoff berth for them. It is a really young team. Coach Bowker in his first season as a head coach, also, bringing a whole new just kind of culture and system and everything into the Bobcat football program. And with that, comes time. And, unfortunately for the seniors, that time, may come to an end next weekend and may live on. Like I said, some other things could happen as well. That's just tough. But these, there's a lot of bright future for some of these younger guys and what they're going to be able to do. So we hope to see that with, with this program as Coach Bowker keeps bringing, what he's trying to implement into it with his new system. And again, he's going up against these systems that have had numbers of years under their belt. The same, maybe new coaches, but very similar philosophy. The same plays being run, some things like that. So with that being said, we're going to take another quick break. We'll see if Coach Bowker makes it up here. If he does, we'll do a quick interview with him. If not, we'll come back, sign off at the end of the Click It or Ticket post-game show, and we will be right back after a word from our sponsors right after this.
7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks.
Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too.
Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here, and I'm going to think Coach Bowker's maybe not going to make it up here today. I'm going to give him a few more minutes as I'm kind of closing out here. And Bobcats, again, a tough game. The last two games, both Lyman and Cokeville come in as the number 1 and number 2 team in rushing, and they did exactly what was expected from them. Cash and Walker really doing a lot of good things as well, not only running the ball himself, but also with 3 touchdown passes also. But unfortunately, Bobcats just not able to stop Cokeville went on some long runs there where they took a lot of time off the clock on their drives, but then also Bobcats just kind of shot themselves in the foot. Not a lot of penalties today, which has been something that has kind of bit them in the past, but with this one it was more just not able to hang on to the ball. A number of turnovers, and you just can't do that against these good football teams. Gave them short fields, and then they came out and scored quick on those opportunities. And so when those types of things happen, it's just not going to do a lot for your team. It puts your defense in a tough situation, and so unfortunately Bobcats don't come away with a win on this one, but we are going to go ahead and sign off here. Appreciate those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO. Again, want to thank my cohort today as he helped me out, and that's Canyon. Canyon, you want to at least say hi to everybody?
Hello.
And he was filming, and again, kind of a late setup for us. It looks like Bowker is going to hustle over and do a quick interview with us. So with that, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Coach Bowker right after this.
Hey there, how's your day going? Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
All right, and we're back here, Bobcat football, with head coach, Coach Bowker. Coach, just, a tough game. I think your interview, we did get an opportunity to play that at halftime that you had with Kevin Simpson earlier in the week. And one of the big things, as you said, it was going to be similar to Lyman, that you knew what they were, you knew what they were going to run, and it was just a matter of how they executed and then how you guys executed on defense. And really, when we first got here, and again, I've kind of told our audience that we were a little bit late, but when we did get here, it looked like your defense was holding up pretty solid, had some good, making them turn it over on downs and things like that. Unfortunately, we put the ball on the ground way too often today, and that just gives your defense a short field and makes it pretty tough. But what did you see on your defense there early in the game? They were doing some good things. What can you say about that?
The way they played against that power T, I'm proud of.
Yeah.
They came out. That's Cokeville's bread and butter, and we shut their bread and butter down. We made them get into stuff they're uncomfortable in. We did make mental mistakes in that first half. Both those touchdowns, we weren't in the right position on the pass, and that kind of just bit us there. So defensively, like you said, we came to play, but when the defense is on the field 90% of the game, it's going to be hard.
Right, and that we talked about that too, was just the fact that they, they get in, they get a stop, and then ball comes in, and what do you think with, was it just kind of, I know it was some read option things, and was it like going to hand off and then tried to pull it out, and that's how it was hitting the ground?
No, I'm done talking about them not executing their assignments. We need to do a better job coaching it, because if we can come out and play defense like that, and they can do their assignment, and they can be physical, then we're not doing something right on offense. And that's from all of us coaches. We need to step up, and we need to do a better job, because we have potential. We're young, like everybody says, but we showed, us being young, we can compete with the big dogs.
Right.
We got to do a better job as coaches. This one isn't on the kids. I'll own this one all up.
Well, and I know a lot of the kids and parents and everything appreciate to hear that as well, because I think that's huge on leadership, right? Like, what if we stumble or we do something, I mean, to be able to say that, I mean, I think that's just big kudos to you too, Coach, for doing that. And the players are going to appreciate to hear that too, because they feel it too. You know, I mean, as far as they know when they make a mistake, they probably hear when they make a mistake. But in the same sense, you know, so let's move on to next week. You have Level. What kind of needs to fall in place now? I know if you won the 2 games, that kind of guaranteed a playoff spot. Now what kind of needs to happen in order for that playoff spot to maybe come open?
Now it's in other people's hands, which I don't want it to be. Our destiny lies on how other teams perform. Kind of sucks playing at 1 o'clock because we won't know till later what the other scores are. We're going to need some pieces to fall in order to make the playoffs. So, but this week we're just going to focus on what we need to do and how we can do a better job getting these kids in the right position.
Yeah, right. And there's huge things to be said that on either way, either if it's playing for a playoff spot or not. I mean, there's still huge things to gain in that and things to play for. You play for those seniors because it could be their final game, you know, and then playing to get better, you know, because that can carry over from this season to next as well. So, Coach, just, you know, appreciate you. Thanks so much for your time. I know you got a long road trip home. Long weekend, so enjoy that time, but I know you're not. You're going to spend some time watching film, so appreciate you. Thanks for coming up, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Canyon.
We'll be right back after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and thanks here on the Click It or Ticket post-game show. Just again, thanks to Coach Bowker for taking a minute to come out and have a chat with us. And again, appreciate all of you listening on 101.7 KDNO. Like you said, you heard from, or like Coach Bowker said, you heard from him that you know, some other things are going to have to fall in place now for them to you know, be able to get that playoff spot, which, you know, Coach likes to do that. They want to hold their own destiny in their own hands, but unfortunately now it kind of lays in other people's hands, but that doesn't mean it's over. So Bobcats are going to be in Level tomorrow, or next week. Both Kevin Simpson and I will be there for that game. Hopefully not the final Bobcat football game, but we will be there. And with that being said, we are going to be done today, and we will see you next week. Thank you, and that's Bobcat football.